Hey, people, Tamiko here from Passports and Grub. So, I just got back from another trip to Mexico. So, I thought it would be very telling due to where we are in this climate that we're in to talk about my latest trip to Mexico. I have been all over Mexico. Mexico is one of my favorite places to visit. So, I got me a glass of rosé. I'm eating me some chocolates. Oh, here they go. I'm eating me some chocolates. And we're going to talk about safety in Mexico. We're going to talk about where you should go, where you shouldn't go. Should you believe the media, the U.S. media in particular? Should you be afraid? Should you go solo? Do you take your kids with you? So we're going to talk about all of those things. That is what I get the most questions about is Mexico safe? Now, when I was in Laredo, I have a reel on Instagram, and it is still going. I don't know, it probably has like 2 or 3 million views at this point. I got stopped in the airport, and I had, because I am a content creator, that's what I do. I create content. So I had my phone, I had my work computer, I had my personal computer, I had my drone, I had my DJI, had all of the things. And when we landed and we started going through security, I got pulled over to the side and they took my they didn't take it. I take that back. They said I had too many electronics, and I got charged 200 US dollars for every electronic that I had over the amount. I believe you can only have two electronics going into Mexico. Now, some other people that I went with, they flew into Cabo and they had the same electronic gear that I had, and they didn't have to pay anything. So while it is a law in Mexico, just depending on what airport you fly into, whether or not they are going to charge you or not. So a lot of people think that, oh, if you go to Mexico, you're gonna get killed, you're gonna get murdered, the cartel gonna get you. Let me just say this as a black woman first. They don't want my black ass. They do not want me. And secondly, I'm not going to look for drugs in Mexico. So if we're honest, a lot of times people that go to Mexico that end up in trouble, they are places that they should not be. And then the US media paints a story that, oh my God, 3 US citizens got murdered in Mexico, but they don't say they drove from North Carolina to the Mexico border saying they're going to get a tummy tuck or whatever they're going to get. And then, but it is really a small town that is known where the cartel is, bags full of cash, and then you end up getting killed. Or you're in one of these resort towns and you're looking for some weed because you scared to fly with your weed or whatever the case may be. You're scared to fly with your drugs. So you're going to try to buy some when you get there. And that's not something you should be doing. So then when something happens, the entire country gets a bad rap. It would be like me saying, oh my gosh, I went into the hood in Memphis looking for some drugs, and then I didn't have all the money, and I'm going to try to negotiate, and then they tell me some where our coins, and then the next thing you know, I done got popped, and now so everybody is saying, I shouldn't have been in the neighborhood. Why are you going to places where you have no business being? That's number one. I have been to Mexico solo. I've been on press trips. I've been with my husband. My best friend and I, we go every single year. That is where we go for a girls' trip. We're actually trying to plan one to Mexico City right now. I can't wait. So we go every year and have never had anything happen to me in Mexico. Now, even though that happened at the little town that I just got back from, Laredo, Mexico, it is such a cute, quaint little city. Oh my gosh, it was so cute. You did not, I mean, if you want to go somewhere and relax and decompress and not be with all of the spring breakers and all of the people that's trying to do all of the things, then Laredo, Mexico is definitely where you should be. And then right before you get to Laredo is La Paz. I'm sure you probably heard of La Paz. So, is Mexico safe? Yes. Mexico is 1000% safe. You got to use your common sense. You can't be going to look for drugs. Don't be trying to go find no somebody to give you some little nookie. Don't do that. And then you don't have anything to worry about. You know, I think that we listen to the U.S. media anywhere where there's black and brown people. It's dangerous, it's not safe. Let's call a spade a spade. Yesterday was Cinco de Mayo. Everybody here celebrating Cinco de Mayo, but then they got hats on talking about send them back to where they came from. Y'all love Mexican food, but y'all don't want the Latino community here in the U.S., but that's a whole nother story. So, now, where should you not go in Mexico? There are a few places that, and I have created a list here, and I've never been to any of these places, and I can't pronounce the name. So y'all gonna have to work with me. The first one is Colima. It has a high crime rate and cartel activity, so don't go there. Zacatecas. It says it's beautiful, but it's currently facing a lot of violent conflict. So, but again, I have not been there, so I don't know. The next one is Michoacan. One thing your girl know how to do is chop up a word. So I'm not even going to try. Y'all figure it out on your own. They said it has incredible history, but it is unsafe. Then Tamaulipas. They said it's near the U.S. border, and it is known for kidnapping, so don't go there. And then parts of Sinaloa. It's home to cartel violence. So don't go to any of those places. A list of places that is safe. Cabo is my favorite. Cancun, Tulum, Mexico City, San Miguel, Merida. I'm sorry, I pronounced that wrong. Those are places that you can go. They are LGBTQ friendly. They're great for travelers, great for expats. Stay in the hotel zones. Everybody goes to Cancun. Everybody knows. Now, I will say Tulum is not once the quiet little off the beaten path that everybody once known. I think right around COVID is when everybody started going to Tulum, and tourism went like off the rocket. So it is now, I'm not going to say it's unsafe, but it has more activity than what it previously had. So be careful when you're going to Tulum. Some of the things that I take with me, no matter whether I am going to Mexico, I'm going to Spain, Italy, Jordan, wherever I'm going. I take a portable door lock. Let's see. I take a portable door lock, which is this. You put this on the door. I take this with me no matter where I go. I also have a RFID blocking wallet that keeps my credit card safe. I also take pepper spray with me because you just never know. I also take this here. So it looks like a garment bag, and you hang it up in the closet, but it has a zipper. It has a zipper in it, and you can put your belongings in here, and people won't know. It's like a garment bag. So I also take that with me. I also take air tags. I don't know if any of you all use air tags, but air tags is something that you probably will need. My luggage got lost in Barbados, and the air tags said it was in the airport, and it was out on the tarmac. So that's how I got my luggage back. Next thing, this is a hairbrush. It looks like a hairbrush, but when you take the top of it off, it has a hidden compartment in here, and you can put your rings, your jewelry, all those things so that people won't even think that you have anything on you. So this is something that I use as a diversion tool. And so you can keep it in the bathroom, put all your jewelry, whatever you need. Another thing that I take with me is this Coca-Cola can. It's another diversion tool. While it looks like a regular can, it's heavy, it feels like a regular can. If you take the top off, it has a hole in it where you can store your whatever you need to store in there. So I don't put my jewelry in this. I put some ooh wee in here and take it with me. And this is what I keep all of my goods in. And nobody ever knows the difference. I travel everywhere with it. And then last but not least, this is something you could put on the door, not the door, but the dresser drawer. And it has a Wi-Fi, it connects, and then you stick it to the outside of the door drawer, and nobody will be able to get into it. So it has a key. So all of these things are on Amazon. So final thoughts. Yes, Mexico is safe. Cancun is safe. Puerto Vallarta is safe. Tulum is safe. Again, we talked about Tulum now being a little bit more touristy than what it once was, so be careful. Pack smart. Don't go looking to buy drugs. Don't do that. Don't be trying to buy any weed if you cannot go the weekend. If you don't know how to sneak your own stuff in, don't be trying to go to the outskirts, to the drug dealers in Mexico trying to buy some cannabis. Don't do that. So, Mexico is safe. Go, have a good time. Now, what I will tell you is that coming back into the U.S., because we all have all of these rules and regulations right now, I would not suggest, if you are not a citizen, even if you are, it's kind of shaky right now here in the U.S. Be very careful coming back into the U.S. Because we know that the U.S. Border Patrol, they're checking your cell phones. They're making you open up your cell phones. They are making you show them your social media. So I would advise everybody to take your finger thingy off of your phone and your face ID off of your phone. You don't have to give the U.S. Border Patrol your passcode. You don't have to do that. So I would suggest not doing that. Take all that off your phone so that if you come back into the U.S. and you've been talking smack about the U.S. like your girl here, that you're not getting caught up, because they are holding you. They are trying to intimidate you because you're saying unpleasant things about Agent Orange 45. So with that being said, go to Mexico. Have a good time. If you found this helpful, I'm going to post some pictures of Laredo, where I just got back from. It was so beautiful. Oh my gosh, it was gorgeous. The food was so good. Again, it's not a party town, so if you're looking for somewhere to go where you're going to be twerking all night long, Laredo is not the place. But if you love outdoors, if you want a quiet, quaint place for you and your hubby to get back and get your groove back, this is the place. Or if you just want to go solo and you need to get some work done and you need to decompress from everything that's going on in the media, Laredo is definitely the place that you want to go. So with that being said, if you found this video helpful, I need you to like it, share it, and follow me. Follow me on Instagram at tamiko.harvey. Follow me on TikTok at tamiko.harvey. And see y'all next time.